found her. Harlem's going through a rough patch since Roxxon moved in. I hope that having Spider-Man on their side gives them a little hope this holiday season. Listeners, give Spider-Man a shout-out from me on your favorite social and donate to Rio Morales' campaign if you're into saving the neighborhood from corporate takeover. And remember, clean your dryer filter after every load. Goodbye!
That store's being robbed.
Stay back! We have hostages!
Bro, you escaped the prison convoy but stayed in Manhattan? Back off.
Eat this! Fuck me up again! I'm not going back inside! Ready to fire!
Gonna be cleaning up escaped convicts for a minute, methinks.
They tried. They tried to silence me. Ho, ho, ho! We've got our first caller coming down the chimney. You're live and festive on Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson.
Season's greetings, Jonah. I just want to get your thoughts on Roxxon's new development in Harlem. Great for jobs.
Now, I know many of you brushheads love to listen to this show on your subway commute. I personally do my best to avoid setting foot in those feces-infested death tubes. But Jared informs me that a major outage recently stopped all trains going through Harlem. I'm happy to report that service to the area has since been fully restored, but it should come as no surprise to learn that the new Spider-Man was seen futzing with transit authority equipment during the outage. Now, I can already hear the zealots among you whining through your phones, but Jonah, obviously Spider-Man fixed the problem. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just stop right there and unpack that. Why would a guy who can swing through the skies and ignore Manhattan gridlock entirely need to even think about what's going on with the subway? If you just follow the threads, they take you right to the inevitable destination, the corner of Spider-Man Street and Menace Avenue. Merry Christmas! Despite Spider-Man and his sidekick's best attempt to ruin the holidays, I'm here to unwrap the best present you'll get all day. Me, J. Jonah Jameson, Now isn't that better than an overweight septuagenarian? Folks, here we are again. A major disaster in our city. Explosions, a bridge collapse, weapons discharged amid rush hour traffic. Thank heaven no lives were lost. But we can't be that lucky every time. What if this attack had happened a few days later, during the so-called storm of the century the 5 o'clock news won't stop jabbering about? From disaster to bedlam in a snap. Now there's plenty of blame to go around, including to these underground thugs. That being said, it'd be a dereliction of my duty if I didn't point out that the Underground's attack was little more than an armored car heist until Spider-Man's bratty little sidekick showed up and tried to handle things, all on his own. What happened next? He made things worse. This new kid wants to be Spider-Man? Well, he sure is living up to the name. Speaking of which, anyone notice that the original Spider-Man hasn't been seen lately? I think I know why. He's like the parent pretending that the kid melting down in the cereal aisle isn't theirs. But we know the apple doesn't fall far from the web. We know it! Friends, today I'm gonna have to be the disappointed parent. Not because of Jared. He's actually doing a fine job for a change. No. I'm disappointed that once again, some of you have allowed yourselves to be convinced that it's okay for a complete stranger with zero legal authority to parade around in a Halloween costume pretending to be some kind of savior. And once again, that misplaced faith has resulted in an unimaginable disaster. The truth is, it doesn't matter if you think Spider-Man is good. It doesn't even matter if he thinks he's good. What matters is that every time something gets destroyed in this city, he's there. Or now, his protege is. Ask yourselves, with all these crises we faced, can we really afford to deal with twice as many? And where will it all end? Spider-Woman? Spider-Punk? Spider-Pig? Oh! While I vomit at that thought, enjoy these important messages from our fine sponsors. Oh! Today I have the honor of welcoming Roxxon Energy's head of R&D, Simon Krieger. Mr. Krieger, you've been out promoting the benefits of your new form reactors, the first of which is set to open in Harlem soon. Yet, you've had some critics.
Well, first off, Jonah, let me say what an honor and a pleasure it is to be on your show.
Oh, well, I'm blushing.
And yeah, you're right. We've had some resistance, most notably from Rio Morales, who looks to be a new city council member in the upcoming special election. And I have a lot of respect for Ms. Morales. She's smart. She's a great role model for young women, but I think she's putting her energy in the wrong place. Our new form reactors will make this a better city, a better home for New Yorkers. But I guess some people just have a hard time with change.
Let me give you some advice. One highly successful man to another. You know what I like to say to my critics? You and the horse you rode in on!
Well, okay, I admire your conviction. You're a man who's not afraid to pay a fine in order to make your point.
Fine? What do you mean? Jared, how much? Do your editing thing, quick! You all remember Wilson Fisk, don't you? The so-called kingpin of crime? I'm told he's getting 5-star treatment in his cell, which is nicer than Jared's apartment, while his shark lawyers appeal his conviction. But it seems there may be some justice in the world after all, because a new Daily Bugle expose reveals that his now dilapidated Fisk Tower, which is scheduled for demolition in the new year, has been taken over by squatters. And isn't it just perfect karma that this garish monument to the ego of a guy who always felt he was above the law has been overrun by a bunch of freeloading bums? Next thing you know, Spider-Man will turn the joint into his personal headquarters. So how does it feel to be hoisted on your own petard, Wilson? No, Jared, that is not an obscenity. Read a book! Batten down the hatches, folks. The long presaged storm of the century, one heck of a blizzard, is blowing in. Make sure you're stocked up on supplies. My loyal listeners will already have plenty of Jameson's jerky, guaranteed to last longer than radioactive fallout. Meanwhile, if you're planning on taking the in-laws to visit Trinity Church, I got some bad news. Parts of this sacred local landmark are now... Stop me if you've heard this before. Spider-Man chases villain through city. Millions of dollars of property damage follow. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino's rampage, then the bridge disaster. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the Tinkerer. I say those two should get a room, preferably a prison cell, and hash out their differences in private, somewhere very, very far from New York. And I don't just mean Jersey. I'm talking Oregon or even Alaska. Then maybe I could have one peaceful night at home watching the Great Wakandan Cook-Off without getting interrupted by my fire escape being torn off the side of my building. Darn it, that reminds me. Jared, did you set my DVR? Folks, I've heard differing opinions from my discerning listeners about Roxxon's security force. On the one hand, and this is fair, there are some of the same concerns I have about Spider-Man. These are not law enforcement officers and do not answer to the same standards. On the other hand, Roxxon has every right to protect its property and interests. And many of the skirmishes people are concerned about started because Spider-Man broke and entered into Roxxon's places of business. Now, I'm told these incidents have died down, but I ask you, if a stranger in a skin-tight suit burst into your bedroom at night, what would you do? No, wait, that was rhetorical. Jared, shut down the comments. You people are sick. Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new thing. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this youthful Spider-Man reportedly stepped in and saved lives. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence. Hero? More like zero? Ha! Jared, open up the lines. I want to hear from those who agree with me. Jared? I said open up the lines. What do you mean they're open? Well, something must be wrong. Folks, we're having technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Hey, Dana fans. For the last few weeks, Harlem has had a series of bad breaks. The
Hey, app user spotted a break-in near you.
Have fun with this one. I had a repeat client I always met here. Got real used to waiting, listening, hearing this sound running on a tight schedule.
A sound on a schedule. Fairy horns. That's right.
Client I met here used to take the ferry over from Jersey. Working for him was good money. But he got busted. He's how your dad found out about the problem. Not that it was me, but that a thief was making it big in New York. And his dad volunteered for the case. could feel him closing in. I had to try and guess which would be worse. I told him, but he caught me.
That'd be me. I don't know what I'd do. That can't be the only reason Dad cut him off. Not if he fessed up. Just wasn't Dad. I'm sure the underground is hanging around here for totally normal, non-criminal reasons.
I hate this place.
Nap time, bro.
Glad people finally know the name Underground. Pay attention! Could be Spider-Man!
Hey, App says the police are chasing some car thieves.
That'll leave a mark. Maybe I should leave a thank you note. Nah.
Friends, small businesses are the backbone of America. And they have no greater champion than J. Jonah Jameson. But they have an enemy, too. Spider. Apparently, he's been disrupting their supply chains in Harlem. Here to tell us about it is the proprietor of local restaurant Pana Fuerte. Buenvenidos, Camila.
Gracias, Senor Jameson, but there's been a misunderstanding. Spider-Man stopped the punks who were robbing us. I think your producer got confused. He kept wanting to talk to me in Spanish. Don't ask me why.
Jared's taking a course, which he's clearly gonna fail. But having a Spider-Man in your neighborhood, fighting criminals in the streets, that can't be good for business.
Actually, it's great. We got tourists coming in, hoping to see him. And when something gets damaged, my husband fixes it. His name's Jesus. He's a contractor. His business is called Y'all Meet Jesus. Anything gets messed up, he's your guy.
Thank you. I think we can all use Jesus right about now. Especially Jared, as soon as we cut to commercial. I said cut to commercial. Take your medicine like a man.
I could use this for sure. What the?
Hey, got an app report. Civilians being assaulted.
Hey, Genki, I'm at another Roxxon lab.
Cool. Let's shut down a reactor. Using your suit's signal to access security.
I'm inside. How about you?
Just got through their security. Their firewalls really are garbage.
How do I get in?
Go down the stairs. I can open the door once you get the power on.
Powering up things is my specialty. Charge it.
Can you see any power relays?
Thank you for your patronage.
That did it. Overriding the lock. Done.
What is this? Your personal vocal scrubber. Tuned to your voice and scrambles any recording devices within 10 feet.
And you made this for me because...
Well, you're an outspoken member of the company, and,
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you there. I can exercise self-control. It's everyone else who you need to be scrubbing. You got me?
Sheesh. Even with him gone, I still can't handle Krieger's ego.
Reactor's down on the main floor, just ahead.
You know, we're staying loyal to the company. It would be nice if they stayed loyal to us. What do you mean? Neighbor found out I work with them. Tried to give me...
A knife.
I need a vacation.
We need another sweep.
Stand by. Possible intruder. Everyone on alert! Spider-Man's here! I think I've got something.
Another one bites the dust.
Lethal force is authorized! Heard something. Stand by. It's his ass or yours. Find him.
Gotta watch out for spiders, man.
Searching for Spider-Man. (10-4) moving to last known position. On your 6. Let's move.
Not your lucky day. Sorry.
Don't let Spider-Man leave here.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Comms are too quiet. Find out what's going on.
Copy, Captain.
Oh, man. So, this lab is all about manufacturing research to vet new form and cover up how dangerous it is.
Well, it was. Now everyone knows what Krieger was doing.
You're right. Just the sort of press Roxxon deserves.
Stand by. Might have something.
Huh? Someone there? Roger! Weapons hot! I got a man down!
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Comms check, RX-21. No response. Check his position.
Lights out for you.
Clear to engage! Don't let him get the drop on you.
Gotta watch out for spiders, man.
Position. Don't let him escape! Stand down! We got company!
That time, bro.
Spider-Man's here! Stay alert! Keep searching! He's here somewhere!
I heard something.
Man down! We got company!
Okay. Have to keep the reactor from hurting anyone else, and shut it down for good.
After you drain it, everything in here will shut off.
Never gets easier.
Lab's powered down. Upstairs is your way out.
Might be something useful in that computer.
Roxxon Rockstars, how cool does it feel to be building the future every single day? Huh? Well, it'll feel a lot less cool if we get shut down because of an ill-timed leak. Information security is vital to our survival, so from here on out, we'll need all employees to surrender phones, laptops, any other communication devices upon entry. Cool? Good. Remember, we're here for you.
Now that Krieger's in prison, I wonder if Roxxon's gonna be there for him. I saw a vent up there. Oh, whoa. Glad we ran in the middle of that.
You know, I figured you'd have enemies as Spider-Man. I didn't think Roxxon would be one of them.
Yeah, they're way more corrupt than I thought.
Between you and your uncle, I guess messing with Roxxon runs in the family. I'm just along for the ride.
Couldn't take on an evil conglomerate without you. Thanks, man. Talk soon.
Good news, friends. Beast North is back on its feet. And guess who we have to thank? That's right, the new Spider-Man. Yo, what doesn't this guy do?
Yo, levitating fountain. Voila. Finn loved these scratch art pads. Said it reminded her that no matter what something looked like on the surface, there was always more going on underneath.
Hey, there's a break-in happening near you.
Underground's got bad hits, but great. Think it's in that chimney. The day we hit it, Finn upgraded her swim goggles with sonar and a heads-up display. She never could stand losing to anyone, especially me. Crazy strong. Nearly blew me off the building.
Check the marker. Some dudes stole a car and are being chased by the cops.
This is good.
From us! Make it pay!
I've got a lock on Spider-Man! Hit you for that!
All right. Think my work here's done.
Ab's picked up another crime. Weapons deal.
I'm sure that weapons deal is totally legit.
It's Spider-Man!
But that's not out of
Oh, that one got him!
Combat subject.
Take your best shot! You're in for some pain!
Damage.
He's mine! Scram, kid! Stay still, damn it!
Let that be a lesson!
Just don't do it again. Cool. After seeing it in the Olympics, Finn got crazy good at table tennis in like a...
Folks, the Feast Centers have had a rough go ever since their founder, Martin Lee, turned out to be the mad bomber known as Mr. Nate. But I believe Feast Centers because I knew Nate, the brave woman who literally gave her life to keep them going. So I was distressed to hear the Harlem branch recently suffered a damaging flood. With us is Lori, director of that center.
Yeah, thanks. Anyone who wants to donate to the cleanup, check out our website. It's tax deductible.
Wonderful. I'm donating 10% of my paycheck for this week, and half of charity. Now, I'm hearing Spider-Man may have been responsible for the flood.
No way. Someone was responsible, but it wasn't Spider-Man. Follow the money. Who benefits from lower property values?
And I'm going to stop you there, because we have a strict policy of not saying anything that will get me sued. Incidentally, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man can't afford lawyers.
It wasn't Spider-Man.
We're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us, Gloria. And remember, everyone, You want to be a real hero, not like a certain masked menace. Donate to Feast. Jared, cut her mic before I end up in the poorhouse.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound. What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Light, huh? Okay. Yeah. Wind chimes. That sounds good.
This plaza is where I had my first job. I was fresh out of high school then. Didn't have the gear or the mask. Guy paid me to mug his boss. Rough him up, take everything in his wallet. Your dad found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. But he never told our folks. He made me promise I'd stop stealing. Wish I kept my word. He deserved better.
I wish you had too. Maybe you and Dad would have stayed close. And you and I would be okay too. Man. Used to spend all summer skating here. After we won that science enterprise, should come back more often.
Hey, the underground's messing with the billboard. Just pinged it. Look out!
Yep. The underground took over that billboard. Bet they're close by, locating the source. It's not a lock. Throwing your evil logo on a billboard is definitely a power move. The underground, as advertised. Down the transmitter. Signal's clear. I should ask Genki about building some sort of underground ad blocker. like a little present from the underground. Just for me.